Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special edition of the Heroes Media Group. And today we have the privilege to speak with Kevin Brown, also known as Red Eagle. He's the chairman of the Mohegan Tribe and the Mohegan Tribal Gaming Authority out there in Connecticut. Kevin, how are you?
Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing great. Kevin, can you tell our fans a little bit about yourself before we talk about an event that you guys have coming up here soon?
Sure thing. I guess I'll do the short military bio into where I landed, where I am now. I grew up a military brat. My dad was a veteran of 3 wars, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. I was born at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. As we like to say, I was born a screaming eagle. And when my dad retired, that's actually the duty station that he was at when he retired. When military service was over for my dad, we returned home to what is family grounds here in Uncasville, Connecticut. Uncasville, named for the famous Native American chief Uncas, who is not a fictional character, although he is in the Last of the Mohegans movie and the James Fenimore Cooper novel. It's the real deal, and in fact, I have lineage to Uncas, and so when I returned home, I ran for tribal council. I'm now seated as the tribal chairman. From this town, after I grew up here through my high school years, I went to West Point, served 24 years in the U.S. Army as an infantry officer, 101st Airborne, 1st Cav, 10th Mountain, and have returned home to roost, and I'm now the chairman of the tribe. And the tribal council is a management board for the Tribal Gaming Authority as well, and we run the Mohegan Sun Casino, which is a $1 billion gross gaming revenue venture and one of the largest in the world.
Wow, that's quite a mouthful. Kevin, you stay pretty busy then. Wow. First off, thank you for your service. And West Point grad, I got to ask, anytime I hear a West Point grad, what year did you graduate West Point?
Graduated in 1987. Our country we strengthen. Our class.
Very nice. I had an uncle that graduated in 89. Played for the Army baseball team, so
okay.
They're
cool.
at the same time with you. Well, that's awesome. And let's get into what we have coming up here. November's right around the corner. Veterans Day is right around the corner. That's something that I hold, and I'm sure you do, being a fellow vet, near and dear to your heart. Tell us the Mohegan Sun, which is, first off, I've not been out there yet. I'm looking forward to coming out here. Folks, if you're listening to this, go to MoheganSun.com. That's MoheganSun.com. This is an absolute beautiful resort. I'm stoked at coming out there next month. You guys have an event coming up for Veterans Day. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Right. Well, it's sort of the convergence of a lot of avenues, as we all know, in this brotherhood of service. If you wore the same patch as a guy, or if you went to the same piece of dirt, dusty ground somewhere far-flung with a guy or a girl, and you served there, you have a brotherhood or a sisterhood that lasts forever. And 2 years ago, after I got seated as chairman, I ran into Justin Nash, and Justin was in the upstart stages of creating a nonprofit called Till Duty is Done. And back to the West Point motto thing, that was his class motto, class of 2001, Till Duty is Done. And he took that moniker, and if you think about it, I never thought about this till this conversation you and I are having right now, Adam. Ours was Our Country We Strengthen. I mean, this is all about continued service to our nation and continued service to veterans that we served with and those that are like those that we served with. His organization is focused on the reintegration needs, the job training needs, and in some cases the stable transitory housing situation needs of our young vets that are reintegrating to civilian society. That's what his organization is focused on. He has that organization. I have this magnificent facility called the Mohegan Sun that's a convention center and entertainment center, and it was a natural combination for the two of us. And the point of departure for us was that we both served in the 10th Mountain Division, both served with a guy who knew a guy, and we sort of knew each other. And we started a series of breakfast meetings talking about this, and bam, 2 years later, here we are. We're going to have a combination, all under one roof, one-stop shop kind of an event with a U.S. Hiring Our Heroes sponsored, a U.S. Chamber of Commerce Hiring Our Heroes event with about 70 different employers from throughout the region and the nation. We're going to have a corporate supplier diversity mixer, which allows for veteran-owned businessmen and women to, market their supplies and services that they provide into the corporate supply chain and make connections so they can get their small businesses recognized and help those large corporations meet their goals, frankly, for having vet-owned business involvement. And then that night, it's going to wrap up with a great concert with a bunch of vet-friendly groups. Tony Orlando is going to MC this thing, who many have called the Bob Hope of the 21st century, and he'll be cycling a variety of acts onto the stage, which include the Fire Department of New York's bagpipe team that'll be playing some very inspirational bagpipe music, Madison Rising, which does a great version of the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, yeah.
As some other songs.
Oh, yeah.
The Dropkick Murphys, which every vet that I ever served with, has got that somewhere on their,
yep.
their Apple playlist. And finally wrapping up with Trace Adkins, who, has songs like Arlington and Till the Last Shot's Fired. That just a very vet-friendly concert evening all around that will wrap up with an appearance by the West Point Glee Club on stage as well. It's going to be a patriotic, heartrending end to a day that we hope brings success to some number of vets.
Absolutely amazing. Again, folks, if you're listening to this, go to MOHEGANSUN.com. That's MOHEGANSUN.com. And what we're talking about is an event called Vets Rocks. It's going to be at the Mohegan Sun Arena on Wednesday, November 11th. And if you are a vet, we strongly encourage you to come down. Kevin, are there still tickets available? If there's vets in the community, how does that work? How do they get there? And I'm looking at you guys' calendar of events for that day, and you mentioned, hiring our heroes event workshops and career fair. Right. I see that there's a suiting for warriors, a professional attire fitting.
That's right. There's suits for warriors. There's resume writing. There's yoga meditation techniques. There's a medical cannabis for PTSD session. There is a wide range of services, and I actually missed that one. Thanks for going back to that. In addition to employment opportunities, there are the sort of your standard fare and then some of veteran service organizations that are going to provide opportunities for vets to plug into and see if they can help vets out.
Yeah, this is really cool.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, massage therapy, resume specialist, music therapy classes, yoga classes, art therapy. Listen, folks, if you are in the area, if you're out on the East Coast, this is something I strongly encourage you to come be a part of and check out. Right. Can they? I'm assuming that they can purchase tickets. If people are interested in this, they can go to the MOHEGANSUN.com and purchase tickets. Is that correct?
That's right. And for our vets, I'd add one other website to check out, and it's the Till Duty Is Done website, www.tdid.org. And that's where if a vet wants to register to be an actual job seeker at the event, or even if they're not going to, let's be frank, even if they're not going to necessarily avail themselves of the job fair, but want to go to some of these VSO things that we've described, suits and therapy and things like that, if they go there and register, the first 500 to register on that site get a free ticket to the evening's concert. And there's a corporate rate for the rooms for anybody that wants to stay on our property that evening while they're here for the event. And I don't have the corporate code, but if you tell the folks when you call in to the front desk that you're coming for that event, they'll be able to sort it out.
Very nice. This is absolutely amazing, folks. Again, it's MOHEGANSUN.com. This is a great event. Vets Rocks, which is presented by the Mohegan Sun. It's benefiting a great organization. Till Duty Is Done. Kevin, what else can you tell us before? I know you're busy, you running the casino and the resort and whatnot, but what else can you tell us before we let you go today?
Well, look, if I understand it right, Adam, you're reaching out to the network that we are all a part of. I mean, everybody that's listening to this is like-minded, and we all know the deal. We don't leave our fallen comrades. No one's left behind, and that's really what this thing is focused on doing. So So whether someone listening is out there and needs some help or just wants to be around other folks who are interested in ensuring that we keep each other moving forward during the period of reintegration, I'd invite everybody, one and all, to come out to the event. At least come enjoy the concert, but certainly come out and mix and network amongst all these great organizations, employers and veteran service organizations alike that are going to be here on a very special day. I'll add one amenity. That probably was the best closing note, but I'll add one sort of amenity to the whole thing that's going to be going on as well. We've got a 56 T-Bird here that's painted in honor of Medal of Honor winners throughout the years, alongside a Harley-Davidson that's painted with a Medal of Honor theme. And then most importantly, and the coolest thing of all, I think, is sitting there with them is going to be the truck that inspired the song "I Drive Your Truck" by Lee Brice.
Wow.
Paul Monty, who is Staff Sergeant, or I should say Sergeant First Class Jared Monty's father, will be bringing that truck down here. And for anybody who's heard that inspirational song by Lee Brice, it's about a 10th Mountain Division soldier who was killed in battle on a mountaintop in Afghanistan, saving his brothers from enemy fire, and awarded the Medal of Honor. That'll be here as well. So I just threw that on the end because the point here is this is a day about all of us that are veterans who have served, and coming together, remembering, honoring, and then importantly, helping folks move forward.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Kevin, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Folks, if you're listening to this again, MOHEGANSUN.com. Be there Wednesday, November 11th. Vets Rock. You can go to MOHEGANSUN.com or go to Till Duty is Done. Check out their website. It's going to be awesome, folks. Kevin, thanks again for joining us today.
Very much, Ed.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Again, big thanks to Kevin Brown for speaking with us today, folks. Veterans Day, November 11th, Vets Rocks event at the Mohegan Sun. Bring your family, tell your friends you don't want to miss this event. Go to MOHEGANSUN.com to get your tickets now. Hope to see you all out there. Thanks for listening to this special interview. Until next time, folks, you've been listening to the Heroes Media Group. Take care, everyone.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud